Today we're diving into 6 coins that could turn ordinary pocket change into life-changing treasure. From the 1977 Lincoln Penny to the 1973 quarter dollar, the 1983 Lincoln Penny, the 1994 dime, the 2006 Washington quarter, and the 2004 dime, these are coins that many people overlook every single day. Yet the rarest varieties and mint errors have sold for thousands, and in some cases, auction prices have reached into the millions. Imagine holding a simple penny or dime in your hand and realizing it's not just worth 1 cent or 10 cents, but potentially enough money to buy a car, a house, or even change your life completely. That's why coin collectors and treasure hunters all over the world are constantly searching their change, hunting through rolls from the bank, and looking closely at every date and mint mark. In this video, grab your change jar, keep your eyes open, and Today we're diving into 6 coins that could turn ordinary pocket change into life-changing treasure. From the 1977 Lincoln Penny to the 1973 quarter dollar, the 1983 Lincoln Penny, the 1994 dime, the 2006 Washington quarter, and the 2004 dime, these are coins that mint for thousands, and in some cases, auction prices have reached into the millions. Imagine holding a simple penny or dime in your hand and realizing it's not just worth 1 cent or 10 cents, but potentially enough money to buy a car, a house, or even change your life completely. That's why coin collectors and treasure hunters all over the world are constantly searching their change, hunting through rolls from the bank, and looking closely at every should be looking for on these 6 coins: the small details, the rare mint marks, the dramatic errors, and the condition factors that separate an ordinary coin from a million-dollar rarity. So grab your change jar, keep your eyes open, and let's jump into the world of hidden treasures that could be sitting right in your pocket. The 1977 Lincoln Penny might seem like an ordinary 1-cent coin, but it carries a fascinating treasures in American numismatic history. Struck during the height of the Lincoln Memorial Design Series, this coin continues to attract. A small fraction holds significant value, with some examples bringing prices in the thousands and the rarest
The 1977
when
Lincoln
paired with
Penny
dramatic
dramatic
history, featuring the portrait
Struck
of President
during the height
Abraham
of the
Lincoln,
Lincoln Memorial
was first
Design
introduced
Series.
in
This coin
1909 to mark
continues
the
to attract a
100th
small
anniversary
fraction
of his
holds
birth.
significant
By
value,
1970, had
prices in the
already been in
thousands and the
circulation for
rarest
decades,
specimens,
with the
when
reverse
paired with
showing the
dramatic
Lincoln
history,
Memorial
featuring the
since
portrait of President
1979.
Abraham Lincoln.
Even though billions
Memorial
were
Design
produced
Series.
annually,
This coin
careful
continues
collectors
to
own
significant
set of
value.
quirks, unique die variety, the brilliant red survivors, and the mint errors. The great examples are the first category collectors
circulation for
an ordinary 1977 penny in circulated condition has no premium.
Even though billions were produced in 1909, careful collectors own set of quirks, unique
values. At MS 66, you might see sales between $100 for minor misalignments to $1,000 or more for dramatic off-centers that still show a full day. Clip planchets from 1977, where a portion of the blank metal disc was missing before striking, can bring $50 to $200, while die cracks and retained cuds often sell for smaller but still meaningful premiums. The real stars of the 1977 penny series are the top-rated examples,
$50
and those paired
to
with
$200, while die cracks and retained cuds often sell for smaller but still meaningful premiums. The real stars of the 1977 penny series are the top-rated examples with $50 to $200, while die cracks and retained cuds often sell for smaller but still meaningful premiums. The real stars of the 1977 penny series are the top-rated examples with $50 to $200, while die cracks and retained cuds often sell for smaller but still meaningful premiums. The real stars of the 1977 penny series are the top-rated examples with $50 to $200, while die cracks and retained cuds often sell for smaller but still meaningful premiums. The real stars of the 1977 penny series are the top-rated examples with $50 to $200,
and the steps of the
while die
Lincoln Memorial.
cracks and retained
And of
cuds
course,
often sell
any
for smaller
unusual
but
features,
still
extra
meaningful
lines,
premiums.
off-center
The real
designs,
stars of
or
the
missing parts of the
1977
planchet should be examined closely, as they might represent an error coin worth far more than face value. The 1977 Lincoln Penny teaches an important lesson for collectors. Even common coins can hide extraordinary value. With billions struck, most people overlook them, but those who search carefully can discover treasures that rival rarities from any era. The 1973 Washington quarter may look like just another piece of loose change, but hidden among the billions of coins produced are examples that carry incredible collector value. While most 1973 quarters are still worth only 25 cents, rare high-grade survivors and dramatic mint errors can transform this common coin into a collectible treasure, with some example gram of 1999 that in 1973, 3 different U.S. mints struck Washington quarters: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Philadelphia produced over 346 million pieces. Denver struck more than 232 million, and San Francisco created around 2.76 million proof coins. With such high mintages, it's easy to assume that every 1973 quarter is common. But as with most coins, the story changes dramatically when we consider condition and errors. High-grade circulation strikes are the first key category of value. A 1973 quarter in worn condition is worth only its face value, but mint-state examples bring serious premiums. MS 65 coins regularly sell for $20 to $40, while MS 66 pieces climb to several $100s. The true rarities are MS 67 coins, which can reach auction prices of $3,000 to $5,000 or more. Very few coins from such a large mintage survive without bag marks, scratches, or dull luster, which is why collectors will pay thousands for a single pristine quarter. Proof coins from San Francisco add another layer of interest. Struck with polished dies and specially prepared planchets, proof quarters have mirror-like fields and frosted devices. A standard proof might be worth $10 to $20, but deep cameo examples, those with extreme contrast between the frosted design and the mirrored background, can bring hundreds of dollars, especially at the highest grade levels. PCGS and NGC both certify these coins, and the top pop deep cameo proofs often set auction records. Now let's turn to errors, which are the most exciting aspect of the 1973 quarter. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for double die obverse varieties, where the inscriptions like "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or the date show clear doubling. Such coins can sell for hundreds, with dramatic examples potentially reaching thousands. Off-center strikes are also highly collectible, with minor 5% off-centers bringing $50 to $100, and dramatic 50% off-centers with a full date selling for $1,000 or more. Another major category is wrong planchet errors, foreign coin. These pieces are highly prized, with prices ranging from several $100s to well over $10,000 depending on rarity. A 1973 quarter struck on a cent planchet, for instance, is a jaw-dropping rarity. Clipped planchets, die cracks, cuds, and broad strikes also exist for this date. Each of these adds collector interest and can raise the value of a coin dramatically. A broad strike 1973 quarter with no reading and a stretched design might bring $200, while a major retained cud could be worth even more. Auction records give us an idea of just how valuable these coins can be. A 1973 D Washington quarter graded MS, possible grade known at the time. Proofs with deep cameo designation. And the rarest of mint errors, especially those with dramatic eye appeal, can sell for tens of thousands, with collectors often describing their potential as worth in the millions because of their extreme rarity. The key lesson with the 1973 quarter is to never assume a coin is worthless simply because of its high mintage. Condition separates the ordinary from the extraordinary, and errors transform the coin into something unique. Every time you look at a 1973 quarter, check carefully for doubling, off-center designs, clipped edges, and unusual planchet features. For collectors, the 1973 Washington quarter represents both an affordable entry point and a potential jackpot. Common coins are everywhere, but the hidden treasures, the million-dollar rarities in the right condition and with dramatic errors, are still out there waiting to be found in coin rolls, old collections, and even pocket change. The 1983 Lincoln Penny is one of the most fascinating modern cents because it marks an important transition in U.S. coinage history and carries some of the most dramatic and valuable mint errors collectors have ever seen. While most 1983 pennies are worth only 1 cent, certain varieties and errors from this year have sold for thousands, and the rarest examples, in the highest grades, are the kind of discoveries that collectors call million-dollar treasures. To understand why the 1983 penny is so special, we need to look back at 1982. That was the year the United States Mint transitioned from making pennies of mostly copper to a copper-plated zinc composition. Before 1982, Lincoln cents were made of 95% copper. Beginning late in that year, the Mint introduced the copper-plated zinc planchets that continue to this day. By 1983, all Lincoln cents were struck on zinc planchets, which means that every 1983 penny should weigh about 2.5 grams instead of the old 3.11 grams. This change created one of the most famous modern rarities, the 1983 copper penny error. A very small number of 1983 pennies were accidentally struck on leftover copper planchets from 1982. If you find a 1983 penny that weighs 3.11 grams instead of 2.5 grams, you could be holding a six-figure coin. In fact, authenticated examples have sold for over $15,000, and experts believe that in pristine condition, a discovery piece could sell into the millions. But that's not the only reason collectors chase the 1983 penny.